Well, hey there, Citysteaders. Check it out, another day warmed back up. Can you believe it? All the snow is gone. So, with that being said, perfect time to do something. So actually, the idea of what I'm doing today came in an email from Angelique in California. What? It's super slippery? Yeah. So actually what we're doing today was an idea from one of you guys. I got an email from Angelique in California, and she had mentioned that I talked about this rosemary plant. And it's funny because, you know, as you kind of get like tunnel vision, you're doing certain things and you don't think of other opportunities to do something. And she had mentioned how with the somewhat nice weather we had, I should try to dig up that rosemary and see if we can transfer it into the greenhouse for the rest of the winter. Just step back. There. Now you're on it. What do you say? Do you say welcome to the Citystead? What about welcome to the Citystead? You don't say that no more? So this plant is a little bit frostbitten on the tops, are a little bit dead, but most of it is actually still pretty green. We've really had kind of cold, warm temperatures. It hasn't stayed consistently cold and it hasn't been super consistently warm either. Last week we were in the high 40s. It went down to like the 20s for a couple days, and then today we're back at 40 degrees. So we're gonna take this out of the ground here, move her into the greenhouse, and see if she can survive the rest of the winter. Hoping with that big root ball on there, that's enough root to get it to take. But you can see how green it actually is. It is dying a little bit. You can see some of the brown stuff on it, but a decent looking plant still for this time of year. So the long bed in here, the 8-foot bed that we have inside our greenhouse, it's kind of going to be green to come early spring. It's got a bunch in there right now, and I'm planning on replanting it when it gets a little bit warmer, probably like the end of February, so that when it comes to April, we'll have a bunch of greens in there. But this bed here, nothing really survived in it except for the few peas that are still in the back hanging out. So I think I'm going to use this one. Also, one of the things about using this bed here is that it's the closest to the actual thermal mass. So if this thing is giving a little bit of heat out, it's going to be close within range of where it's at. So if I put this rosemary close to it, it's going to have the best opportunity to get the most warmth. A little bit of cold's not going to ruin your time, is it? Well, while we're out here moving rosemary and trying to use every opportunity we can to keep growing things, something else that happened when we got this warm weather. Check this out right here. That is a bunch of parsley that I planted last year. You guys might remember some of my battles with the groundhog that ate all of this parsley over and over and over. He was relentless. when it came to this parsley. So here's another one with a pretty good root system on it that might transfer well to the greenhouse. You going in?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be in a minute. And enjoy a little bit of the nicer weather. I like when they want to come outside and play. So, back to the greenhouse. Here we go. We got some parsley to try to pair with our rosemary. Maybe we'll have like a herb garden going in this front corner. So because sometimes I have these things where I get like a real tunnel vision, like for instance, when you guys helped me out with the heat sink and the positioning of it, I put this thought in my mind and I was like, oh, that is such a good idea because I would have table space and all this other stuff. And I was really gonna run with it. And then after reading a lot of your guys' comments, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're right. I'm being foolish in what I'm thinking that this thing can do. I need it to be fully exposed for sun and all that other stuff. So I really enjoy when I get these messages from you guys, or comments, emails, whatever it is. If you send me a little message maybe with something that maybe I wasn't thinking about, and it's very helpful because sometimes I get these ideas myself. I don't have a lot of people to bounce them off of. So you guys kind of work like that for me. It's awesome. It's such a good give and take relationship. I hope I give you something in return for what you guys give me, even if it's slight entertainment, some knowledge. That's what I'm hoping to give to you guys, and then you guys giving me knowledge and suggestions and ideas is also what I really, really enjoy about doing this, making these YouTube videos for you guys. So now I have rosemary and parsley in here, and we're gonna see what it does. So it's kind of hard to get in here, but here we go. Fresh parsley, fresh rosemary, and there are some snap peas back there still. So maybe we'll get those to grow a little bit, a month or two. Maybe they'll shoot up and we'll have a whole bunch of little stuff over here. But I think I'm gonna go out now and look for other things that possibly have regrown a little bit. Maybe are showing some signs of life out there, and I might move them into here and see if we can start an indoor herb garden inside the greenhouse to go with our greens. You can see some of these greens are starting to get a little bit bigger with the warmer weather here. So I'm super excited about this. Is going to be awesome come the end of February-ish when we start planting this out, because I think this is just going to be an awesome bed of green every time we come in the greenhouse, which is super welcoming. Thank you for helping me out, for making me think a little bit about the opportunity I almost squandered with that rosemary, because it would be great to have something survive in here, and we're going to see how it goes. So as always, set you down. We'll see you guys in the very next video. Remember, be bold and grow bold. See you guys.